So I absolutely love visiting my family. I love when we have big get-togethers. We eat so much great food. We have great chat. It's fun. But sometimes, when I say sometimes, I mean most of the time, I used to leave these get-togethers feeling bloated, fatigued, and just awful, not only within the evening, but for days afterwards. And that's because of the food we'd eat. That's because of the ingredients we would use. Buy an air fryer and start air frying your samosas. So I love samosas. My whole family loves samosas. We eat them all the time when we have big get-togethers. But deep frying them is just a no-no for like myself now. Every time I eat one, it triggers my Crohn's and I feel shit for days. So what my mum does, what we do in our household, what my sister does, what my cousins do, is they have now started to air fry samosas, and you still get that crispiness, but you get none of that trans fat from the deep frying. So that's one hack. Something else that we've started to do is eat more brown rice. So instead of having your sort of white basmati rice, swap it out for some whole grain brown rice. Yes, it's less fun, but brown rice has way more fiber, which is good for your gut. It's good for feeding your gut microbes as well with all that fiber, because they need to feed on the fiber to then sort of multiply and end up having the energy to do the positive things that they do for our bodies. So just make that little adjustment of having brown rice instead of white rice, and you'll notice a difference over a long period of time. Something we've done over the last few years is we swapped out white potatoes for sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are micronutrient dense. They are a great source of carbohydrates too. So swapping out potatoes for sweet potatoes is an absolute game changer for you, and you will notice the difference. Making curries, making any kind of Indian food, obviously we use chili powder. Chili powder is an irritant. Whenever I use it and I'm either having a flare or I am triggered, chili powder just does not help in the slightest. So what I've done is I've swapped out chili powder for paprika. Yes, slightly different. Yes, slightly different flavors, but you can still get that nice sort of spice from it. It's not going to be as triggering. It's not going to be as spicy as well. It's not going to have that like intense heat. So there you go. Here are some simple tips that I've shared with you. If you are in an Indian household, do these tips, get your family to do it, and you will all see the benefits. And if you have Crohn's or colitis, you will hopefully start to see the benefits over 3 to 6 months. Stick with these habits and you'll reap the rewards, and you will also stay healthy.